Outlander has been gone for way too long for a season break. Since August 2023, we have been waiting for Season 7 Part 2 to make a return, and yet the showrunners keep postponing the release date over and over again. It reached the point that fans started to call this period Droughtlander, highlighting the overwhelming absence of the series. Finally, though, we have an official release date for Season 7, Episode 9, as well as an idea of what to expect from Part 2 of the 7th season, plot-wise.
I don't feel like the future is my time anymore. Would you not sacrifice everything for love? Claire. Jamie.
In March 2024, Outlander's official Instagram hinted that Part 2 would arrive in November. They posted shots of Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan on set with the caption, "Just some of our faves behind the scenes during production of Season 7 Part 2. Outlander officially returns this November on Starz." Then, last month, it was officially announced that Outlander Season 7 Episode 9 will premiere on Friday, November 22nd on MGM Plus via Prime Video channels in the UK and Starz in the US. This first episode of Part 2 will be released on that date, with the remaining 7 episodes dropping weekly. If everything stays on schedule, the season finale is expected to air on Friday, January 3rd, 2025. Then, after all these good news, we got a brilliant trailer that showcases what will happen next in the series. The intense teaser featured Claire delivering a powerful monologue about feeling disconnected from the future and her commitment to love and the founding of a new country. Then we got a glimpse into the impending war, and how will it impact Jamie and Claire. But more on that later on. You might know that Season 7 Part 2 will focus on the 7th and 8th books of Diana Gabaldon's hit Outlander book series, aka An Echo in the Bone and Written in My Own Blood. Apart from our main cast members, we expect to welcome William Ransom as Jamie Fraser's secret son in the new season. Jamie's sister, whom we saw back in Season 3, will also return in Episode 9, but this time it will be played by Kristen Atherton instead of Jenny Murray. Jamie's sister is not the only old character that will make a comeback. Gillis Duncan, Brian Fraser, Dougal Mackenzie, Ian Murray, Joan McKimmey, and Leogare Fraser. Now, I know some of these characters were killed off in the series, so how come can they make a return to the show? Well, showrunner Matthew B. Roberts explains the situation as follows. One of the many joys of our epic story is the element of time travel, which allows us to revisit some of our favorite characters in different times and places, and we're thrilled to welcome back so many familiar faces for Season 7. We will also welcome some new faces to the series as Gloria Obiano will join the cast as Mercy Woodcock, while Rod Hallett will star as Benedict Arnold and Chris Fulton will star as Rob Cameron. With all these exciting characters, what can we expect from Episode 9 of the Outlander Season 7 Part 2? Then, well, to understand that, we need to go back to the events of Episode 8 for a bit. In Episode 8, after focusing heavily on Roger and Bree's storyline, we catch up with the distressed parents discovering that Rob Cameron has kidnapped their son, Jemmy. Rob always seems suspicious with his strange interest in Roger's novel about time travel and his overly friendly behavior with Bree. Now, Roger and Bree finally realize just how terrible he is. Bree thinks Rob has taken Jemmy through the stones to the 18th century to find the French gold hidden near Fraser's Ridge, a secret only Jemmy and his grandfather Jamie know. Roger's ancestor Buck, who accidentally traveled to the 20th century, offers to help Roger get Jemmy back, despite knowing he might die if he returns to the past. What a hero! We can almost forgive him for his role in Roger's hanging in Season 5. The family heads to Craigna Dun, and Roger and Buck travel through time, leaving Bree and their daughter Mandy behind. Meanwhile, Claire and Jamie meet a soldier who impresses them both. It's Benedict Arnold. Claire is shocked, knowing Arnold will be remembered as a traitor in American history. Then, Jamie spots his cousin, Simon Fraser, on the opposing side of the war. Arnold orders Jamie to shoot Fraser, but Jamie instead shoots the hat off a nearby soldier, who turns out to be his son, William. Another rebel shoots Simon, and the rebels, including Jamie and Ian, storm the British fort. Arnold is injured and Claire treats him. Arnold expresses frustration about not getting promoted, one of the reasons he later defects to the British. Claire reassures him that he will be remembered. In the meantime, Simon dies. Before leaving, Jamie tells Claire about nearly shooting William and gives his son his hat as an apology. Jamie worries about the possibility of actually shooting William in the future. General Gates asks Jamie to take Simon's body back to Scotland for burial, arranging safe passage for Jamie, Claire, and Ian on a British ship. The season ends with Jamie, Claire, and Ian on a British ship, spotting the coast of Scotland in the distance. So, in episode 9, we will finally be back in Scotland, continuing our epic saga from there, specifically in Ian's family home, Lallybroch. What else, though? Previously, executive producer of the show, Meryl Davis, revealed what's coming in part 2. Lallybroch, like Fraser's Ridge, is another home base for us. Going back to where it all began is really exciting, she said. Part 2 is also expected to resolve the cliffhanger about Jeremy's whereabouts. Did Jemmy really go through the stones? Will Roger and Buck save him if he did? And what will happen to Bree and Mandy in the 20th century? These are all the questions that will be answered in the upcoming episode. What is the biggest plot point you expect to see in Outlander Season 7, Episode 9? Do you think Bree will see Jemmy ever again? Do you think the show will come to an ending in Scotland? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.